is for girls and blue is for boys. Hi guys, I'm Bree and welcome to PreeteevEve. Woo! So on today's episode of PreeteevEve, we're going to be talking about some of my controversial opinions, because I know I have a lot of opinions in my life of many things, of everything really, and a lot of them are quite controversial. I realise that not everyone has this opinion, and maybe it's time to create a series based on this, telling you my controversial opinions, and then I can find out if anyone else feels the same way, or really just get it off my chest really. Leave a comment below saying what you think, what do you find, and all that good stuff. Okay, so should we get started?
Hold up, Bri.
What do you mean?
What's that in your nose? Your nose?
What's that accent?
I'm trying.
Yeah, anyway, so I got a nose piercing.
If you want to see here, there it is up close. Oh, lovely.
And it's got my hair on braid, so from the first video, might look a bit okay. I feel like it's time we talk about the first video. It wasn't the best for a number of reasons. One of them being it was my first attempt at something. I was really awkward and nervous. I wasn't really sure how to act and everything like that. Also, I spent ages writing this script of how I wanted it to be, and I knew exactly how I wanted the editing to go. But because I'm not that great at editing, it didn't have the jump cuts as snappy as I wanted them. I'm not too snazzy, all that stuff yet. So I'm learning, and it wasn't too great. Also, I wasn't really in the right mood for it. I was kind of upset because having arguments with people and stuff. My hair was awful and damp at the time, and I didn't have any costumes, and I didn't really research on accents or anything, so I just kind of made it up on the spot. It was all a bit and I thought about, shall I redo it? Shall I keep trying until I can get it exactly how I know I want it to be in my head? And I thought no, because that's kind of it's lying, isn't it? It's fake. This is my first video, this is my first attempt at doing it, and this is how it's gone, and you can look back and laugh on it because it's filled with sarcasm and irony, because I knew how bad it was when I was doing it. So I just thought, let's just go with it and make fun of it as we're doing it, sort of thing. So that's why I didn't redo it, that's why it's terrible, and that's why it's there, basically.
Also, can we just note how bad I am at eyeliner? I can't do it thin enough, so it's all weird and chunky. Because I do a thin line and then it goes weird, and I also got a not very expensive eyeliner, so it's a bit splodgy, so I have to go over it again. It's just so this is my attempt of today of makeup. Yay!
Right, so here's what I wanted to talk about. Pink is for girls and blue is for boys, or so we're told. We've been told from a very early age that there are certain things for males and certain things for females, and if we swap it over, then it means we're transgender or we're gay. This is not true at all, and I completely disagree with this prospect. A colour can't have a specific gender, and I don't know why people always thought it does. A boy wearing a pink t-shirt with a unicorn on it does not mean he's gay, does not mean he's transgender or cross-dressing. It means that he likes the colour and the animal. It doesn't mean anything else. He can be a cis, straight, white male and still wear that stuff, and there's nothing weird about it. I feel like the older people of the generations is probably who this should be aimed at, because they're a bit more not so accepting or understanding or lenient on these topics. For them, being gay is still controversy. But in our community here on the internet, the people of the internet, things like that are so normal now, and we're going through should ACE be included in LGBTQ+ community and things like that. So these old-timey people can't accept the things we're doing now because they still haven't accepted the first stage of it. I am a very accepting person of all things within reason, as long as it's legal. And I believe live and let live, each their own. Just because I might not be something, why should it mean that someone else shouldn't be the same thing? And I've also got another thing here that is extremely controversial, I believe. Here's a statement for you, bit of food for thought. Cross-dressing doesn't exist. What do you mean it doesn't exist? Of course it exists. Boys put on dresses, they are cross-dressing. But what if I told you that dresses aren't female items of clothing, and therefore they are not cross-dressing because they are just wearing the clothes that they want to wear and feel comfortable in? Now, I know there's a whole premise about transgender and things like that, people putting on dresses and wigs and lots of makeup and calling themselves women. That's a completely different thing. That has to do with gender, whether you're transgender, gender fluid, non-binary, whatever you want to bracket yourself under, that's a gender thing where you become a woman when you're a man. you change between them, that's perfectly fine. What I'm talking about is men putting on dresses because they feel comfortable in them, being called cross-dressing, where they're not calling themselves women, they don't feel that they are women, they are men, but they want to wear a dress, and because our society is saying that is a female item of clothing, we've invented a name for it. But it's not anything. It's like, if I want to wear male jeans because I like the way they look, I like the way they feel, that doesn't mean I'm a boy, that doesn't mean I'm a lesbian, that doesn't mean I'm cross-dressing or transgender. That just means I like that item of clothing. Or if a boy wears a pink top or pink jeans or anything, that's because he likes it. It doesn't mean he's wearing girly clothes, because there is no such thing. Even if he wore clothes designed for women, that's because he likes them, not because he wants to be a woman. If he does want to be a woman, that's a completely different thing. That's not what I'm talking about. I know lots of people may not agree with this, maybe like, no, this is a whole thing. Just try and see it from my opinion. Yes, if you're putting on a dress to feel like a woman because you want to be a woman, or you like to change between them, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you want to wear a dress because you like dresses, and being told you are cross-dressing, but you're not, because you still call yourself a man, you still feel a man, you just like dresses. The thing about this, I believe, is that fabric can't be gender specific, so I don't see the problem with a boy wearing a skirt and a girl wearing shorts, like long shorts, because it's pieces of fabric, and I don't understand where this came from, that there were gender specific types of clothing. Is it someone with a piece of fabric, some dye, a sewing machine? That's all it is. It's like saying a pen is gender specific, or a lamp, or a hat. Although hats probably could be, but hats become more gender neutral over the past few years. Like, a girl can wear a snapback or a woolly hat, but can a boy wear a sun hat? Is that, I think the thing with this is more is, because of the whole feminism craze, I don't mean that in a rude way, I'm a feminist, I believe in equal rights, but because there was a whole like stigma around it, girls can do more things that was traditionally male, which is perfectly normal and fine and how it should be, because there's no such thing as traditionally male. It doesn't exist. It's just something we've created in our heads. So a girl wearing trousers is now completely socially acceptable. It's not a man thing anymore, it's gender neutral. So why can't skirts in dresses be that way? Because I'm sure there are plenty of boys out there that feel the same way about them, that want to wear dresses but feel like they can't. And it's the same with makeup. Like, if a boy puts on makeup, there are people calling him gay, people calling him transgender. No, he just likes the way makeup looks, he likes putting on makeup. And the same with girls not wearing makeup. But if they don't like makeup, they shouldn't have to wear it. It shouldn't be frowned upon and looked down upon to not wear it. Basically, the point of this video is to make you think about these things. And colours, they aren't gender specific, clothes aren't gender specific, and these are opinions. You may feel differently, you may feel like, but a dress is for a woman, and if a man wants to put on a dress, then he is woman. And I know there are people out there that may not believe in transgender as a thing. There are people out there that think there are only two genders and three sexualities. So probably going to do a video on that at one point, because if you feel that you are not a woman and you are not a man, there is nothing wrong with that. It's like, why should you be called straight if you feel that you're not, that you're gay or bisexual? That, however many years ago that was all accepted, and like, yeah, you don't feel this way in transgender, you don't feel you're in the right body, then fine. But what if you don't feel like you are anything? That's when non-binary things come in, and gender fluid, if you have to change between them, all that stuff. And there are so many people that aren't accepting of that, and it's so strange to me, because I'm on the internet now, I'm in this like era, this generation that is so accepting of all that stuff and finds it so normal. It's completely normalised in our community, and it's hard to think that people outside still can't deal with the early stages of this. I saw a story on Facebook where a mother bought her son these little shoes. They were little pink girls' shoes. They were in the girls' section, you have the little dolly shoes with the bow, and they had like a zebra pattern on them. It was white zebra stripes on pink shoes, and she took a picture and she put it on like her Facebook or whatever, and the grandma commented really nasty things like, don't do that, that stuff will turn him gay. And thought of someone wearing pink shoes turning them gay is the most ridiculous thing in the world, because you can't be turned gay. As we know, it's something you're born with, your sexual preference. Pink shoes are nothing to do with your sexuality, and there's nothing wrong with him wearing pink shoes. She took the photo down because of all the hate they got, but it was a story, and she said the boy didn't like them because they were pink or because they were girl shoes. He wasn't transgender. This is where the whole thing of cross-dressing comes in. Some people say he's transgender because they were girl shoes, but he likes them because they had zebra stripes on them, and his favourite animal was a zebra, so his mum let him buy the shoes that he loved, is the pattern he loved. That doesn't mean he's transgender, and that's why I'm saying maybe cross-dressing doesn't exist. It's just something that we've invented for something we can't quite understand, why people want to wear clothes from a different gender. So that's just one of my many controversial opinions. How can clothes be gendered? How can colours be gendered? Does cross-dressing actually exist, or is it just something we've invented for people who like to wear clothes from different genders? But then if you're no gender, are you always cross-dressing? Just some food for thought. Thumbs up please if you liked, or if you didn't like, leave a comment below for why you didn't like, and if you did like, leave a comment below for why you did like. Subscribe if you want to, it's free, it doesn't cost you anything, it just helps me out a bit, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys, see you later.
SUBSCRIBETO
Pink is for girls and blue is for boys. Our community here on the internet, the people of the internet. Our community here on the internet, the people of the internet. Our community here on the internet, the people of 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 the internet.